Hey, what is going on? Welcome back to the channel. In this video, we're going to be taking a look at Moonriver. I do want to say that I'm not a financial advisor. You should do your own research before investing money into crypto. Now, this was requested by ZP, one of my patrons. Thank you all for joining the Patreon in these difficult times. Any support is obviously very much appreciated. So thank you very much. Let's get on with the video. So jumping into the daily chart, we have a Fibonacci retracement here. The first fib level, or the swing high, is over here on February 7th at $118. The zero fib level, for some reason, isn't showing up. It's glitched out. As you can see, I can drag the fib level, but it isn't appearing for some reason. Here is the first fib level, which is the swing low at January 24th at $67. This is with the targets to the downside. So as you can see, once we had a nice little touch off of the first fib level here at $67, we had a bounce above the 786. We held onto this level, and then we had a move to the upside. Now, once we lost the first fib level over here, the target was the 1.618 at $47. And as you can see, once you had a little move to the upside, you got rejected from the 786 over here, and you were in a move to the downside all the way down to the 1.618. And this is our potential bottom here. As you can see, we're having a second green candle here. We are bouncing off of this support. We are in a falling wedge, as you can see, which is a bullish reversal pattern with the target all the way up here at $75 around that price. That is your potential target after you start breaking from this pattern. Now, why is that the target? Is because this is where the pattern was created. First off, you have this bounce off of support, and you simply have a support trend line. But here you had a bounce off of the resistance trend line, and you can even make this falling wedge a bit tighter, because you could actually ignore this wick, let's say, because you should count in the candle touches and do something like that. So in that case, it is already breaking out, as you can see, out of this falling wedge. And here you have multiple touches. So I think this is even a better falling wedge, in my opinion. Yes, I should have placed the resistance this way from the very beginning. I do apologize. So as you can see, we can start targeting the 20 EMA, which is the yellow line, and the 55 EMA, which is the red line. These are the two major resistance levels that we have. As you can see, we've been rejected from the 20 EMA once over here, which is where the wedge was created initially, and we had a long wick to the upside over here just today. And as you can see, that is where $57 is at the moment. So if you want to take some quick profits off of this 1.618, that is a nice 22% if you're able to buy this dip, because on the daily chart, as you can see, we were oversold here. We were below the index of 30, so that was a great entry point, because if we're below 30, you're oversold. Once you're above 70, you're overbought. So that is how you use the RSI. We'll get to the RSI in a second. But like I said, if you have bought this over here and you want to take some profits at the 1.272 or at the 20 EMA, good for you. But at the moment, I wouldn't be taking any profits. I haven't sold anything with the dump that we had because of everything going on in the world, obviously. And I don't encourage anyone to sell. Obviously, you do what you do with your money. It's your money, your choices. But I wouldn't sell anything right now. Buying and accumulating right now is the best thing that you can possibly do, because crypto is for the long term. You will win if you are in it for the long term. Obviously, you can have a nice short-term gain here and there, but if you're here for a quick little flip, then just get the quick flip and don't come back to crypto, because this is for the long term. But like I said, do what you do. I'm not a financial advisor. So we're waiting for $72. If you want to get in even right now and you're expecting that target, that is a nice 52% gains. So for a swing trade, that is not bad at all. For any of you swing trading. But I do want to bring your attention to this resistance level over here around the 786 let me get that around the 786 Fibonacci retracement, because as you can see, this was a nice bottom over here. and we got rejected from here. So once we lost this bottom over here, let me get the brush. Once we lost it over here, we had a nice back test of resistance over here. And from there, we got sent back down into this falling wedge. We're starting to break out, potentially consolidate around the 20 EMA, let's say. And then you have your move to the target, and you potentially can get rejected from here once again, because this is a resistance level. Obviously, the positive or the bullish outcome would be if we could break above this and back test it as support. But for now, what I would want to see is a break of the 20 EMA and a back test of support on that on the daily chart. So that's regarding the price action, what I'm expecting. Above that, you have the golden ratio here, which is another important resistance level at $83.50. That could be a nice exit point for you if you're looking to exit, obviously. If you want to enter right now, that is a nice 70% trade. Now, if we go into the daily RSI here, as you can see, we are in a falling wedge here as well, and we haven't started breaking out yet, right? So this can potentially be a nice exit point for you based on the RSI, this white trend line, because we've hit this trend line twice, almost 3 times with this top, with this not even touching the trend line, but you can see that we are squeezing up here, and we potentially can, have a massive breakout over here, because once you break out of horizontal resistance and once you break out of these patterns, you usually do that with authority. So you can potentially have a strong move to the upside here. Now, if you're going to miss out buying right now, potentially you can do it, due to your financial situation or whatever. I wouldn't buy if you see anything like this, right? I would wait for a back test of support here. You can see we do have a couple of trend lines over here. You have this support trend line that has held 3 times. So potentially a breakout, a back test of support here, or a back test of support of this previous resistance trend line. So keep an eye on the RSI, draw this out on your chart. Let's jump into the 4-hourly. Now, jumping into the 4-hourly, one of the positive things right now that I can see on the charts is we're breaking through the 4-hourly 20 EMA, and the EMA has already started to curl up, which is good, right? This is going to potentially lead into a bullish cross, but this could be a fake out. At any time, Bitcoin can dump. During these volatile times, it is best to accumulate and wait for everything to recover, because obviously everything will recover. But a lot of news coming out right now in the world, you can get a black swan event coming out of nowhere, and you could even call this a black swan event, but the markets have dumped quite significantly, so I wouldn't be taking profits right now or taking any losses. But I want to give you a strong resistance level over here that we do need to see broken at $80. This is a very strong resistance level that we broke through over here, had a nice back test of support over here back in February, but with everything crashing back down, February 24th, we saw an incredible drop in the price. And yeah, this is what's happening right now. And if I just throw a Fibonacci retracement real quick over here to see what can we potentially expect here. Okay, so this is our swing high right now, March 2nd, and this is our swing low. Just a bit of a different Fibonacci retracement here with the targets to the downside, obviously. So $54 can potentially be an important level for us, because this is the golden ratio. This is the 0.618, and this is something that you need to see broken before you can confirm any moves higher to the upside. So you can potentially get rejected from here and create another lower low, which would be a continuation of the downtrend, obviously. But breaking this swing high would be very important, because by breaking the previous resistance, you are creating targets to the upside, obviously. So look out for $54, $56. If you manage to break that and you manage to backtest the golden ratio as support, you are potentially going to get back and retrace all the way up here to the 0 level on the Fibonacci retracement. But like I said, if you get rejected from the 55 EMA here, you lose the 20. I would look for $44 as your support, because we've landed on that zone previously over here. So this is something to keep an eye on. Like I said, the golden ratio, keep an eye on that. Keep an eye on this previous swing high over here, and this will be your potential target once you break the golden ratio. Failing that, if you lose the first fib level, I would look at $37.50 at the 1.272. Below that, you have $35.50 and the 1.618, which is our target after breaking the first fib level here, is at $30.70. It is very low, I know, but during these times, these prices can actually be met. Even though you can have a quick wick and come back up, you can still get filled if you have a buy order ready and set to go. But that is pretty much it, guys. Thank you for watching. If I missed out anything on the charts, please let me know down below in the comment section. I want to thank all the donators for supporting me during these difficult times. Maybe some of you don't know, I'm currently in Ukraine, and with everything going on, I haven't been uploading, so not a lot of revenue coming through right now, but that's not really important. But everyone's coming back to work, and I decided that it's time for me to start uploading once again. So if I have the time and I have the opportunity to do so, and I have a stable internet connection, I will be trying to provide some content for you guys. But thank you for watching. I'm going to catch you in the next one. Goodbye and good night.